Hello there. Okay, so you want your shotgun to go ahead and do something like this, or even going ahead and shoot faster like this. Then let me go ahead and help you. I'll get right to the point and show you exactly how the build works. After everything is done, I will go ahead and I will show gameplay at the end. However, it will be just the boss fights, but it will give you a good representation on how the build works. I will have separate videos to show the build off entirely in their own videos respectively. So let's go ahead and get into the build and how to set it all up. I'm going to start off with the character. You don't have to be Prestige 1 in order to do this. You can actually go on ahead, take off the final one there, and be perfectly fine. I have no upgrade slots, so this could be done at Prestige 0. I would recommend going full health, full speed, full jump height. This is a mobility build, so just keep that in mind. You mostly want full speed and full jump height if you want to go ahead and go across the map quickly, but you relatively don't need it. Spell cooldown reduction I have personally because I like it. It lowers down the cooldown of Boing a little bit. Otherwise, put it straight into ammo bag. You get, if you really want to, you go ahead, drop this down a bit, and bring in some more ammo if you really want to. Now onto the weapons. I would go ahead. Obviously, this is a shotgun build, but if you really want to, you can bring this in with quad cylinder. You can bring it in with a long ranger, minigun, leverage. Anything really works. You just got to swap some things around if you really want to, but if you want to just absolutely shred everything, I really recommend the shotgun. How the shotgun is set up is that you want to go on ahead and have Overblast, which is it's unique that you unlock at level 55 with the shotgun. Speedster, which you can get at any time. Headbang. And you can go on ahead and now run the new running gun that just went on ahead and got buffed from being a 3 to a 2. Now with that, I can go on ahead at weapon prestige. We'll do weapon prestige 0. You can go on ahead and do a maximum of 799 roughly, and that's only with the final bullet. That's not even counting for, let's say, 10 in the mag. Needless to say, it's got some kick to it. The other variation that you can run, if you really want to, I don't think it's better, but it's much more fun to watch, is the machine gun build that really only uses Overblast, Speedster for the damage, and a little bit of extra fire rate, but if you want to, by all means, you can go ahead and swap this out for Headbang, be perfectly fine. But with Speedster, you do need to be Prestige 1 with the shotgun. If you go on ahead and do Speedster Headbang, you don't need to. You can do this at Prestige 0 and still be perfectly fine. Now for the secondary, I do go on ahead and recommend Sheriff Stars if you are wanting to fly across the map, level them up. I currently run Scavenger Star, Jump Star, and Ammo Supply. The only thing is that Scavenger Star, it's currently bugged to not give you the plus 30% movement speed. However, you do get the 100% pickup range. If you really want to and be more ammo friendly, because the shotgun chews through ammo, and especially with the machine gun build, you're gonna need something more reliable on the back end. I do recommend the Boomerang. What I would do for the Boomerang is something similar to this. I would go ahead and recommend something similar to this if you really want to. If you don't have the unique, you can go on ahead and you do even more explosive rounds. You could do the ammo supply to go ahead and try and get ammo for your shotgun. You can go ahead and do Lucky Strike. You can do the new running gun, like I said. You won't benefit from Speedster because the Boomerang doesn't have it. However, you can go on ahead and throw that on if you want to, just to move faster. It's entirely up to you. The last thing would be the grenades. I do recommend Impulse if you are wanting to fly across the map. If you do not care about that, healing bottles. Healing bottles are great. You can bring in the ammo pack if you're ammo hungry, which I might honestly start doing myself because of the fact that the shotgun requires so much ammo. But my normal go-to, impulse grenade, bottle crates. You really can't go wrong with either or. Now, some final things to note is that Speedster is capped at 90% movement speed. If you go ahead and exceed the 90% movement speed, which if you follow my build to a T, you will go on ahead and overcap by roughly 4%. It's not too big, but it is worth noting. So if you see like a Speedy Gonzalez, if you see another running gun out in the open, you want to go ahead and pick up that Joker, just know that your damage will not increase. But with this build alone going in, you will go on ahead and be at damage cap immediately, along with moving much faster. But that's really all that I have to say. If you do enjoy, go on ahead and leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what build you want to see next. I do plan on trying out more magic focused builds or even support builds. So if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. And last but not least, I will go ahead and show the boss gameplay right now, along with the build that I use for that specific shotgun.